This 4x4 is driven by the Understanding Rural Pathways Transition Report, produced by Shell Foundation and MasterCard Foundation's Rural and Agricultural Finance Learning Lab, co-funded with UK aid from the UK government. The report advocates mapping rural households' economic and social circumstances to align support to meet the needs and aspirations of rural households. This 4x4 shares insights on how a nuanced understanding of rural households' needs can impact on business performance. Each expert has 4 minutes to share their views. Nidhi Pant, co-founder of S4S Technologies. How can other enterprises and funders maximize the benefits of the Rural Pathways model?
I think funders and investors can really look at the report and take some key insights from it, where they know that funding is not similar for all the sort of enterprises. It will depend on the customer segment that they are catering to. The cost structures of the enterprises would also be very different. It also there is an important learning from the report that when we are working with the most vulnerable population, they also need a lot more of capacity building and training. So where the type of funding, the flavor of the funding would also vary from an early stage to a later stage. Also, they can take a lot of learnings in terms of how to integrate various other components of not only the business, but to achieve that end outcome. You need to integrate multiple others facilities like asset financing is one, market linkages is other. So even that segmentation is very useful, and maybe funders can refer to it while designing challenges, while funding enterprises, and it can help them to decide the ticket size of funding. It can help them to decide what stage they want to fund, what type of funding, debt, equity, non-dilutive, what that type of funding can be. Initially, we were funded by various challenges, which include your awards and agri challenges, and then that was when we validated our technology. So technology is present in 15 countries. We have 2,500 installations. Then the second stage of funding was where we received support from Shell Foundation, is to integrate gender also and make our business model more concrete, and to provide both market linkage as well as technology support to the farmer. That's where we had the non-dilutive grant funding, and after that, once we have reached that scale, we are doing considerable business, and that at that point of time we raised our seed round from US based investors, and now we have a total of 2.1 million equity funding, both in seed as well as pre-series A, that we have raised.
The CASA programme is proud to work in partnership with the Shell Foundation to share knowledge and insights with the agricultural investor community in Asia and Africa. Visit the event page of the CASA website to see recordings of other expert viewpoints shared in the CASA 4x4s and webinar series.